The Australian-born singer and songwriter Rick Springfield fell in love with music in his high school years, and when he hit the American music scene in the 80s with his iconic song, Jesse's Girl, his path to fame was lined with many a screaming fan. So how has this Grammy Award-winning musician maintained his success some 40 years later? Doesn't that make you feel real old? Well, our D-Living producer Colleen Horning caught up with Rick before his concert at the Arlington Music Hall yesterday. Take a look.
So tell me about your new CD, The Songs for the End of the World.
It's about that big.
My so-called friends all quit without a kiss goodbye.
And there's music on it, and it's I think it's the best record I've done.
I hate myself, I'm a one-man wrecking crew.
It's very high energy and kind of matches. It's very similar in vibe to actually the song I did with the Foo Fighters too. It's very, very rocking and very high energy. Most of them are very high energy, and it's very positive too. Although it's called Songs for the End of the World, it's still, they're relationship songs, and it's about relationships living in the world that we live in now, which is getting pretty dangerous, I think.
Right. And I Hate Myself, that song, is that, I've read that that's a darker version of Jesse's Girl? Or
Yes, it is actually. It's called, the full line is I hate myself because I want you. It's that whole sexual kind of thing, you know, and it's a great song to sing along to. Everybody loves singing along to it. So we all have that little bit of self-loathing.
Exactly. And then what's it like having a song where people can guess it in like the first 3 or 4 notes?
It's great. As a kid, I remember going to concerts and recognizing songs as soon as I started playing them. So it's really exciting because that was my dream, you know. It was one of my dreams was to be on stage doing that, what they were doing when I was 14.
Brown shag carpet on the wall, that's the kind of thing that you would do to your van.
Tell us about Sound City, about that movie.
It's pretty amazing. It started out just Dave saying that he wanted to do he bought the board from Sound City.
This guy, Rupert Dave, designed these next generation consoles.
There's only 4 like this in the world.
Sound City had closed, and I was managed by Joe Gottfried, who owns Sound City. And he said he wanted to do a documentary on all the people who recorded hits through that board.
Tom Petty,
Fleetwood Mac,
Neil Young, man.
Cheap Trick, Chili Peppers,
Pat Benatar.
Guns N' Roses, Nine Inch Nails, Foreigner, Rat,
Johnny Cash.
Metallica.
Dude, how many music albums have been made there?
A lot of the 80s acts recorded songs through that board. So, and then it just grew and grew and grew. And he said, well, now we're all together. Let's put certain people together and we'll write a song, and a new song, and record it through the board and put out an album as well. So we did that, and I did a song with them, with the Foo Fighters, and then he said, well, now when we have the premiere, we'll also do a live show, and so it grew to that, and now tomorrow I'm going to London to do the one in London, and also going to Sydney for a day. I mean, to Melbourne in Australia for a day, and we're coming to Austin for the South by Southwest, and it's all premiering the documentary, and then we do the live show with I think Stevie Nicks is doing it, and John Fogerty, me, Rick Nielsen from Cheap Trick, and Corey Taylor from Slipknot, and Stone Sour, and it's a great, and Lee Ving from Fear. There's a lot of great people.
What's it like being a solo act? I know you've been in the band world, you know, you've done the band thing. What are the pros and cons? A lot of responsibility?
The pros are that you can boss everybody around, which is great. I love that. But I do listen to everybody. I have a great group of people that whose instincts I trust. And my band actually feels like a band to me. I've always loved the whole band feel, and the Foo Fighters the same way. I mean, it's totally a band vibe on stage, and that's what it's always been for me.
Wow, still looks good without a shirt, and he is 63 years old. Good for you, Rick. His latest CD, Songs for the End of the World, is available in stores, and you can also check out his very cool website at rickspringfield.com for tour dates.